say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. Our game tonight featuring the Denver Nuggets as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies right here at FedEx Forum. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
And we'll stay in the seat as long as you would like.
We got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Desmond Bane.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Green in at the 3. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jalen Wells out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center position, locking down the middle. And the Nuggets not afraid to do things differently, Shams, including in the front office.
Yeah, hiring Coach David Adelman before locking in their executives and then splitting their front office leadership, very unique. And it's all about results. The setup will be judged accordingly. It was a strong first off season for this group, though.
Well, and you can do a lot as long as you have Nikola Jokic.
That's for sure.
Defenses have tried to figure out a way to stop Morant's drive, but his agility and strength ensures that he's always going to get a shot.
And he sinks the second. And it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon with a screen on Morant. Murray. Missed inside. Bane surveying the D. Pass to Jackson. The 3. Oh, Jokic with the block. Now here's MP. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
Outside Morant. Here's Bane. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
So crafty on these takes to the rim. Jokic senses when he should just look to drive.
You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Pass to Edey. Outside Bane. Edey with a screen on Brown. Back to Edey. Lays it up and banks it in.
Never one to hold the ball. If Bane's shot isn't there, he just moves it.
Gordon, the pass to Brown. Here's Gordon. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game. Jokic gets the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Morant. He really had an off game against the Mavericks. That one goes in.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Morant against Murray. Goes up at the stripe. Morant, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. 5 on the clock. And here's Morant outside. Morant missing again. The Nuggets lead by 5. Here's Green. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. MP's got 6.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And it's James Harden in for Wells. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Denver. Strawler comes in for Brown. Morant, the pass to Clark. Outside Harden. From 12 feet. And that one comes up a bit short. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis. Because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside Harden. Porter against Bane. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the way that Murray can go full bore at the rim is impressive. He always draws contact.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Simmons comes in for Morant.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Clark outside. Jackson surveying the D. Bane, the pass to Jackson. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Murray passes to Jokic. Clark grabs the board. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 4-point game. Pass to Harden. Jackson outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Harden misses. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jokic passes to Gordon. Murray against Simmons. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
So active on offense. Murray doing it himself.
They swipe it to the paint. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Michael Porter out there with MP. Then it's Zeke Naji, and it's Strother in at the 2. MP, the pass to Pickett. 5 to shoot. Pass to Naji. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Grizzlies trail by 8. And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer too.
Yeah, you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
Harden scanning the floor. Puts it up from the high post. Jump shot is good. Harden's got his first points of the game.
The D has to know Harden is looking to shoot because that's what he does whenever he gets a chance, especially from the mid-range.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Green, the pass to Naji. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
So Tuomas Iselo's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Wells is checked in. Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. Down low. And it's Simmons with the jam. And Shams with younger teams like OKC taking the reins. New stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, BA, I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if these young teams weren't as formidable. But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they have had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flag, the list goes on.
Here's MP. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. James Harden picks one up.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
First free throw is good. Bane, he's checked in for Simmons. And both free throws good for Green. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Harden, the pass to Bane. Shoots over Brown. Bane, no good.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Left side, Green. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Wells, the pass to Clark. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Friday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, They obviously have the upper hand coming into that one, but don't expect a blowout. It could turn into a real battle.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And then for Denver, Jokic is checked in for Najee, and Jamal Murray is subbed in for Strother. Here's MP. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Wells. Now Morant. Clark with a screen on Murray. And Clark gets it to go on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his third assist of the night.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but Ja is at his best when he's also involving others.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 10. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Simmons is checked in for Clark, and it's Jackson in for Jackson. And a switch here also for Denver. Watson's checked in, and the basket is good. Porter's gotten his first points in this one.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look. The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. The drive by Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A three-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, it's terrific to get a visit from the one and only Shams.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't break a huge story here with us. And that would have been a true Shams moment.
Now we're starting to see him deliver on offense. He's really found his tempo here in the second quarter.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey comes in for Simmons, and it's Jackson in for Jackson. Aaron Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Green comes in for Michael Porter. Murray with a physical finish.
Yeah, how about the handles right there for Murray? I mean, that was filthy.
Jackson outside. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of this game. Back to Morant. Morant fights through contact inside.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Here's Murray. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Jackson the screen, and here's Morant outside.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is. And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Outside Bane. From outside, off the mark. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back after this.
Hello, everybody. Not a big surprise in this one. Jamal Murray putting on a show. He is feeling it.
So when Murray gets on a roll, you can feel the momentum build, the confidence, the swagger. And this team feeds off that.
You can see since that first ring, his confidence has gone to another level.
And circling back to the first half, what about these 2 point guards?
You look at this matchup at the point guard position, so much talent in this position in the league. You've got your work cut out for you every single night, Ernie.
The skill game taking center stage. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
The Nuggets lead by 14. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Edie, and it's Wells in at small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tuomas Isalo. Pass to Jackson, and here's Bane. Here's Edie. And he banks in the layup. Edie's got his second basket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
We've seen this before from Murray. In big games, too, a dynamic score.
Outside Wells, pass to Edie. Now here's Bane. The 3-ball. He buries it from 3. Bane's got 10 points.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Murray passes to MP. The slam from MP.
I've got to tell you, the athleticism of MP is really showing off right now.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, coming out hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", the skill, the grace, Morant.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, Nikola Jokic.
Lately, he's been showing off his talents as a passer, moving the ball around the floor with great accuracy and putting it in the hands of well-positioned shooters, just making all the right choices.
Brown with a steal. Here's MP. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Ja Morant picks one up. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Back to Bane. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Murray passes to MP. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. gets it to go through contact.
Well, looking like a vet there. You forget how young he still is. MP with great awareness of the shot clock situation.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the top glass cleaners over the past 10 games. Nikola Jokic is second.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Here's the pick. Back to Wells. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Denver. They've led by as many as 14. MP inside. Guarded by Bane. MP shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside Wells. Outside Bane. Outside Morant. Over Murray. That one rolls around and rims out. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to Jokic. Green with a screen on Jackson. Back to Green. Getting it done inside. MP.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. It's a 13-point game. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Memphis making a switch here. Harden's checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Brown. Free throw drops for Jokic. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Harden with a bucket.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
And it's Green missing. Grizzlies trail by 12. To the middle. Here's Edey. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
The 3 from Bane. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Bane's got 6 here in the quarter. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Memphis?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Edey finds Bane. Back to Edey. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
They're really struggling with turnovers.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Edey, and it's Jackson in for Bane. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And the intensity Murray plays with is impressive. Excellent work forcing the issue and drawing the contact.
And Murray drops them both.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Grizzlies trail by 9. Harden from outside. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. On the wing, Porter, defended by Jackson. Gordon with a screen on Simmons. Murray. Oh, Murray rising up.
What a dynamic drive by Murray, upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Simmons, the pass to Jackson. Over Gordon. And again, it's Memphis missing. Denver leading by 11. To the inside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Gordon's got 6.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Up top, Harden. 5 points in the game. Good D by MP. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Denver. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Zeke Naji out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Porter in at the 3. Grizzlies trail by 15. Now here's Harden. The 3. Porter pulls it in.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Clark grabs the board. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Clark outside. Picked his pocket. Harden against Murray, and stolen by Clark. Outside Harden. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Denver.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The drive by Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Grizzlies trail by 17. And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Bane against Brown. Bane, the pass to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Tries to break his ice. A rebound by Murray.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
A nice shot by Watson.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Harden, the pass to Bane. Inside, here's Clark. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But Where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I.
Oh, wow!
Okay,
Unreal!
that's how it's done.
That's what they came for.
Wow.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Wells. And again, it's Memphis missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Now here's MP. He's covered by Wells. Left side, Green. Here's Gordon. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Jalen Wells.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Clark. Murray's checked in for Denver. Murray against Moran. Jackson, right side. There are usually one or two mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Morant, the pass to Bane. To the paint. And stolen by Jokic. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Pass to Gordon. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 6 assists in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Bane, the pass to Wells. From downtown, drills it from deep. Wells has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Jamal Murray.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
A line change here for Memphis. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside. It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nuggets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jamal Murray.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Pippen, pass to Jackson. Now Simmons. Looking to win the run, and it's Simmons with the jam.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Najee. No good there. Good D by Simmons. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Clark. Back to Harden. Pippen outside. There's the three. Can't hit that one.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Nicola, Coach has talked about the growth of your leadership. What spurred you to become more vocal?
I just want to help my teammates. I think if I say something, they're going to listen to me. I just want to make them better, so I'm just going to do that.
Well, they're relying on your voice, so keep it up.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jamal Murray.